Okay, so, that was a big spike on the audio. Before we get into this podcast, this is me in the future recording, telling you this was recorded, pretty much like the day after. At best, Death Battle put up all those green things all over, like, Twitter. So in this video, we talk about that, and we speculate on things. This was also recorded before they announced the Kickstarter, which is currently up. So do go help them if you can, if you want to. I'll put the link in the description. And I will change like the sidebar to be like, go support Death Battle. But this thing itself, the video itself, was recorded before that. So if you're wondering why we're speculating, why we don't bring up the Kickstarter here directly, it is because this was done before that, and I rendered it out, but there was a little error that I had to fix, and by the time it was fixed, there was no way I was going to have enough time to clear it past monetization before the announcement, so I decided, sod it, I'll just get out the video that is out on my favorite thing, on my favorite episode, and just record a little intro beforehand, explaining the situation, and why this video, this is the way it is, so... this came out a bit later than intended, but there you go. Now enjoy. Gumball, shut the f*** up. No one cares what you think.
I think lots of people deserve to care and to know what my thoughts on Weird Number
Well,
One
you know what?
is.
It doesn't matter what they deserve, you know?
No,
I never
no.
asked.
I think, well, you know what? Lots of people did in the comment section.
You know,
If
I
you
hate to
read, they
tell you, we have
totally asked.
Google.
This
They can
isn't
get a
me-
billion results at once, but you know what? Of those billion results, not a single one of them can tell me who asked.
You know what? Maybe because you just
Maybe,
glasses, you're fucking blind.
maybe.
Maybe it's the way you're dressed. Yeah, I took your thing away from you too. You can't have anything if I can't have anything.
No, I was gonna ask. Maybe you can talk about it now if you felt like it.
Yes, I've been trying to. Thank you. William Number One is probably one of my favorite Yates track in recent memory because it feels like a Mario Luigi boss theme, which is really fun. Just captures the manic energy. Feels really authentic to Lazy Town in particular. I just love the energy of it throughout. And you know, now that I finally get to talk about it, you know, the words are failing me, maybe because it's just how amazing the track is, you know? So anyway, welcome to Crossover Chat. This is how we open up every single time.
Yeah, welcome to Crossover Catchup. This is where we talk about crossovers and we catch up.
So green.
Yeah, we're gonna get straight into news now.
Green.
Which one of the segments is the one that is green? Was that actually news
Well,
now?
It is now, just for this one episode, for the occasion.
Because
if you do not know what not know what we're talking about, green.
So, a bunch of random people who worked for Death Battle have been posting just the color green, a very like boring shade of green, to be honest, very minty, kind of bland. It just looks like it doesn't taste very good, to be honest.
It's like, I mean, like, it's a mint chocolate chip green. I think it looks fine.
I'm not a fan of mint choc chip, to be honest. I mean, maybe the places I've gotten it from just are bad at making
you
it.
just
That's not impossible.
You just want to throw hands today, huh?
No, you aren't worth my hands. Maybe like a pencil. I'll just say you're a poopy head. Pull a pencil out of my titty pocket and toss it at your face.
Just like that one scene from Puss in Boots with the pencil, pick it up.
Yeah, have you gotten so used to that anti-AI gif that you've started to think that there actually was a pencil in the movie?
No, but that is a funny mental image. I feel like that's like an AIR's worst nightmare. They're never going to watch the movie because they're never going to be able to watch that scene in particular.
They're never going to be able to watch the movie because they're going to realize that all the quality of it comes from the artistic expression of the people who worked on it and was not generated by AI.
All right, I'm looking at... no, I'm looking at the doc. News now is usually white. We're going to greenify that shit. It's green now. That's my attack.
Well, it's going to stay white because I don't want to do more work on the editing. So, people have been speculating what the green means.
Wait, you left out a detail. You left out a really... No,
The fact that
tell me
Mog
Chad. This
Slothman
is
came back,
important.
yeah, I mean, everyone peaked on that.
Yes.
Mog is
Yes.
back!
Yeah, I can't. You almost forgot that, man. Where would you be without me, man?
God, sometimes I wonder. So, it's very likely this is to do with Death Battle. Because like, it's all the people. Like, technically, it's not confirmed because they can't confirm it. But like, it's just a bunch of people who worked for Death Battle and fucking Mog
And
Slothman.
as usual, awesome. So as usual, people went to speculate, read into this as much as possible, but it's semi-justified here. The main theory going around right now has to do with Kickstarter, which is interesting because I do not think you could really raise enough money to have a full season of Death Battle covered by Kickstarter. But people are able to drop thousands of dollars on commission tracks to help Brandon
I,
and Therewolf, so good on them.
part of me,
So
feels like, I
I
mean,
wonder.
hey, if Smash Bracket could stay funded up until it eventually shut down for reasons unrelated to money, surely like Death Battle could. Like, they don't need to put the same like level of quality as they used to, as long as they're doing things. Like, I know the Versus community is entirely a quality, or is a make things look good over make things good sort of community. But like, surely people can accept some slightly lower quality if it means actually getting it and not fucking destroying the bank in the process. It could also be like just raising money to buy the IP. That's always possible, though I feel like at that point it's more of a red flag that they would need a Kickstarter to get enough money to buy the IP, because that would imply they just don't have a lot of money in general. Who knows?
I think at this point in time, we will get the answer later, so there's no use worrying about what they're doing right now. They said initially that the reason that they're not back as is because they want to find a deal that they have faith and security in. So the Kickstarter theory, I do not think holds much water in that regard. Feels too shaky.
At the same time, Ben literally did just fucking post the hex code for the Kickstarter thing, so like, I can understand why people are thinking what they think. There are fucking countless hex codes out there, and he posts the exact one for Kickstarter.
Okay. Hmm. Green.
Green. Yeah, and a bunch of very smart people have been posting just the colors associated with them in response, because why not? A bunch of smart
It's
people and
funny.
also him.
You can't talk about Hyper like that. He didn't even participate.
The only thing I did was just make fun of people who lose their minds over the color green and just say, "Oh wow, is this the Arkham Reddit?"
Honestly, given how stir crazy people have gotten, I understand why there's some losing of the minds. I just noticed right next to me is the fucking Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Seeker that is just all green. Acid Storm is just looking straight at me. He is all green. What the fuck do you want, man?
Maybe it was the color he picked.
He's green.
You're going to find a subversion to your catchphrase throughout this entire thing. This is going to be your bit for this one.
Yes. Speaking of green, did you know that we're into Versus Void? And did you know that Shao Kahn also has green around him? That's pretty crazy.
All right, so this is not attached to any single Versus show or content creator that we usually talk about, but we came across this sprite animation for Akuma versus Shao Kahn. Don't go yet, don't run. This one's actually good. This is really good, even. This is why we shouted out. It's 4 months old, so it's not usually recent enough for us to give it the shout out. But I was taken aback. Like, they were able to make the arcade Mortal Kombat sprites work really, really well. They're telling a cool story. They got really cool fight sequences. They're taking advantage of the moveset of both. I am in awe, and this is going to be a two-parter. And the second part is in development right now, or is out if we are too late to upload this.
Hold on.
But,
The death battle impacted your perspective so much that you couldn't even fathom that someone with creativity could actually make Shao Kahn Akuma decent to watch.
No, it's just Shao Kahn being there. It has nothing to do with death
It is,
battle. I just
but
hate Shao
like
Kahn
again,
that
it's
much.
using the old sprites. This is classic Shao Kahn, the one who's like not complete rubbish,
Yeah, the one who's cool.
the one who
He's
gets
awesome.
shit done.
Yeah, I
The
really
conniving
liked it
schemer.
because like I know he has so much more menace and presence in this one. Like he feels like a tank who's like actually taking the attacks.
Yeah, no, they built this what they built Shao Kahn up to be this huge threat, and Akuma just mollywhopping all the other penultimate bosses like
Yeah.
Goro, Kintaro, and
Yeah,
stuff
like they
that.
both feel like big threats, and it's
I mean,
really cool.
Beating up Goro Kintaro, it's really not that impressive, man. It's really not. I could. Do
Right,
that.
Kintaro is slightly more impressive because he doesn't show up often.
No,
He feels
that makes him
special.
less impressive. Kintaro across the entirety of the franchise has not a single win to his name.
Oh, you're kidding.
His debut is like fighting Jax before Jax had his metal arms and being like equaled by him. Then he shows up in Mortal Kombat 2 and canonically gets his ass handed to him. He disappears, I think, until fucking Armageddon, where he does not win. He just gets his ass kicked. Then he shows up in Mortal Kombat 9 and he fucking loses to Kung Lao. Then he loses to Cyber Sub-Zero when working with Goro. Then he shows up in the Mortal Kombat X comic and gets killed by Cassie Cage and Jackie Briggs and Sonya Blade. They just kill him, and then that's it. That's Kintaro.
Oh, the three worst characters. That's well, not Jackie.
Ow.
Jackie's cool. I like
No,
Jackie
Jackie
a lot.
sucks.
But
No, Jackie's
Cassie and
cool.
Sonya.
Jackie has not got a
Oh.
single
Jackie?
personality trait. I hate Jackie. They could have done so much with her, and they did not. They did nothing with her.
Jackie has a semblance of personality. Cassie does not.
I say Cassie has more of a semblance of personality because she gets to have a bit of sass every now and again. Like twice as
I
better than
think-
none.
Both are fine. Anyways, yeah, this animation was really good. It went hard. I really liked it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
since we're
both-
talking about a Mortal Kombat versus, we really did just forget to talk about the guest fighters in Mortal Kombat 1. Oh well,
Who
it's been
cares?
addressed. It's been addressed now. Don't worry.
Gives a
They
shit.
exist. There you go.
Who fucking
But
cares?
yeah. But for
I did the
but from
funny
one
little thing on
little-
Twitter, and that's all that needs to come of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But from one little mini one-off animation to another, well, I mean, it's not one-off, but more just it's not really a versus focused channel, but actually I think this one is. But this one is actually somewhat recent. This came out 3 days ago as of this recording. The Frisk, did I say the Frisk versus the Batter
The
animation
Frisk
by
versus the
Yellow
Batter.
yeah, by Yellow Animations. I really liked this one. I really liked how this one came out. Apparently, this is like a remastered animation they did a while back, too.
Yeah, I remember seeing Frisk versus the Batter before.
God, imagine you're just
I
like
was
a child
confused.
walking around the underground, and then some dickhead runs up and clocks you in the face with a baseball bat.
That's just kind of rude, ain't it?
You turn around,
Maybe
and
maybe it was the way he was.
they're ready to go. All you got
Maybe it
is
was the
a
way
little
he was
toy
looking
knife.
at him. I guess. But yeah, yeah. I really liked how this one came out with like both the UIs and their sound effects and all that, and also just like the implementation of having like their car sometimes glitch into, and also the batter's like real state. And I'm also very happy to see the jetpack be used because that is something Frisk does have, and also like their other
What?
items as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, they have a jetpack. Remember like the
Really?
little mini game you do in Undertale? Yeah, with with
oh,
Alphys.
oh.
Oh yeah, he has a cell phone that turns into a jet.
Yeah, they have a cell phone like that.
That's funny. That's very amusing.
I know. They are more.
That's
more
why
than
Frisk
BCI.
needs the actual player to show up to help them against Ness, so the player can remind them they have a jetpack.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And they also of course take advantage of both of them doing the resets a lot throughout the battle. It is
Yeah, but that's not as important.
really, really. I know, but it's really cool. And also this isn't really a compliment to them, but I'm really happy they used the custom track by Yates. Really good.
Oh yeah, I remember that track. I
And
like that one.
Yeah.
and as for not Death Battle, fan battle. I tripped over my
Bro.
words a little bit.
Bro,
Nemesis has not uploaded anything yet. I am sorry for
I
getting
am
people so
working on
upset.
Mewtwo versus Cooler. Do not worry, everyone. It is getting done. Progress is being made. And the episode after that
you
is
got
going to
some
take
after all.
just as fucking long to do. Maybe longer. We had to get someone. So not to say what the episode after Mewtwo Cooler is. We had to get someone in Brazil to purchase a comic that is not available online and translate it for us.
What?
This is
I am interested to find out what that's gonna be.
Yeah,
And so
it was an interesting time.
anyway.
The budget for Not Death Battle has
the
increased to like $10, I think it was.
For
Don't worry,
Akuma
I have
Monokuma
already announced that there's
versus-
going to be an apple pie episode, so the budget's gone up another $6 when we bought 2 apple pies.
I'm so excited, man. So
You are no
Monokuma
one is
versus
fucking
Goro
ready for the apple
Sensei.
pie episode. No one is ready. We weren't ready, and we made it.
this is how Death Battle hyped up Deadpool versus the Mask.
Fuck. Well, I mean, you know what? I would say this is a bit less conventional. Like, Deadpool vs. the Mask is just a normal fight that's broken up by a montage of nothing. That's it. There's nothing particularly special about Deadpool Mask outside of that one sequence. Otherwise, it's just a completely acceptable hand-drawn fight. Which, like, you know, it's a fine episode. But let's just say that doesn't quite do anything as stupid as we did. Or honestly, anything as stupid as what Not Death Battle tends to do in general. There is a difference between a Death Battle joke episode that has a fourth wall break montage sequence and a Not Death Battle episode that we used a real fucking apple pie for the fight. And you'll fucking see.
Oh boy.
We went into the history of apple pies, and you know what? As someone who wants to go into the mythological origins of things when doing inanimate objects in the future, there was nothing for apple pies. There is no, like, mythological legend of a cosmic apple pie out there, which, you know, I expected there not to be, but could you fucking imagine? Just imagine someone, like, after I say this, they find a story where, like, King Arthur uses an apple pie to kill some Roman general. But no, that's never happening. Yeah. All good things
So anyway,
must not exist.
I keep trying to talk about Koro Sensei versus Monokuma. That is the new fan battle. Uploaded by Fan Battle. And Project Alpha voices the bear.
Yep.
The bear.
Bear. No, ball
You may
Monokuma.
Bear.
Ball.
Bear ball. Ball. Who was bear?
I guess we're going to music moment now. Just because, like, there was that really
Alright,
long,
so-
awkward pause, and usually that's the sign that we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right,
Um,
let's
so-
take a look. What's in Music Moment? Well, first of all, we gotta again talk about the Death Bell. Oh, yep, that's the first thing you put on the document. Fantastic. Death Bell remasters. There's been a couple more, including
Yeah,
including Hollow Dreams, which I can't imagine many people were expecting that, just because
He's doing all of them.
it's jumped
Like
back
he
a
said,
couple
he's gonna do all-
seasons. You're not gonna spy Nemesis Budride complaining. He does like Hollow Dream.
Yeah, there's also Discord
have
and
been-
Decipher with the really.
Oh yeah, Discord and Decipher.
Yeah, that one's really. Yeah, that one. The art for that one's really good. Freaking Tyranny, the Madman made a whole freaking GIF animation for it.
Yeah. If you guys want to
Yeah,
listen
and
to
I-
someone say that someone's got a stupid hat and a bow tie that does not suit them, boy, have I got a song for you. Have I got a song for you?
Yeah, and also Inhuman, which I listen to the most for obvious reasons, because it's I can notice all the differences. They add like an actual like a charging up to the explode, to the explode lyric, and it's so good.
You know what they
And I
didn't
think
add
they have
though?
like a piano to
You know
it.
what they didn't add though?
Hmm? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that would have made it an 11. I also
Man,
did,
I can't believe they did that at all.
I also did the looping animation for it. I like how it came out. But yeah, yeah, no, it's really good. I really like this remaster of it. It sounds like even closer to like the Beast theme in Infamous 2.
Yeah. Which everyone knows, because everyone has played Infamous. Right, everyone?
Mm-hmm. That's all you needed. Anyways, let's move on to let's move on to the other trash.
You need to highlight it. I can fucking see it, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, only one true hero, otherwise known as Off, or Ooth, which is Spider-Man versus Deku.
Which
And
Spider-Man?
Miles.
And it was a looping track.
It's okay. It definitely sounds very Spider-Verse. I don't need too much hero arc. It's alright. Like, it's not standout, but it'll do.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the matchup is, well, it is a matchup. I can't deny that one.
It exists.
It's definitely a matchup. It's like, what if we did Kamala Khan versus Deku, but there's less to do with it, and also people actually like the Marvel character. Mostly because Kamala keeps getting done dirty. And, I mean, hey, Miles gets done dirty sometimes too, but at least he doesn't quite hit him as much yet. They're still giving all the dirtiness to the other Spider-Man.
You just gotta wait till Zeb Wells gets his hands on him, you know?
Yeah.
In the meantime, I can like the match. I think it's me. I'm not like. I mean, I kind of am, but like I think it would be cool. Not anything particularly strong, but I like it.
Now we got Still Ain't Beating Goku, which is Goku versus all of fiction.
You cut out like it
In the
just
funniest
and
moment.
it cut out.
Brilliant.
It's so fun. That was so funny.
Goku versus everyone, which you know he's gonna lose because that would include Beerus. Just the guy that he
At
just
some point,
canonically
yeah.
can't beat. Fucking weak.
No, just in this one in this one specific scenario, he will be. I
Yeah,
really
the problem
have
is
to
that
just. I'm sorry.
we know that Goku's not gonna win because one of the guys in the fucking track guard that's attacking him is Goku.
Oh right, yeah, no,
You
that
know
is
this in the
technically
top left. It's
will
just straight up Goku. It's punching him.
Goku will lose.
Mm-hmm. This
I
track's
mean,
fine.
I guess since it's Goku versus,
It's alright.
I guess because it is. I guess because it's Goku versus all fiction, he will beat Goku too, but that would mean Goku beats Goku. So, damn. I have to just highlight the track art in particular. The Xenoverse render that was made by Red from scratch, and it just looks so good.
Someone should
And I
make an
love the
alternate
little addition
version
of
that's just that Lex Luthor image, but it's Goku in the chair and just like all the fiction behind him.
oh, that would be so good. And I also like the little addition of like Yates with the mic next to Goku. It's like if he's asking him, would you win? He's like, nah, I would win.
I mean, you know that's not what
I guess
Goku would say. Goku would be like, I don't know, but we'll find out.
Him saying that with that face in the cover art would be hilarious.
I guess it wouldn't be that shit. He'd be like, I don't know, let's find out. Just blunt. And then he would fucking die.
Yeah. But the track art says they won't lose.
Yeah, they won't lose.
Oh.
He will. I mean, Sans is right. I mean, it's a bunch of like characters infamous in the verse community. I don't see a single umbrella. There needs to be an umbrella in that track. I'm just saying. And maybe an Albert Wesker. And a Blue Stripe Striker.
Alright.
Alright, we have The Power to Protect, which is two guys I don't know.
Me either.
Well,
And I didn't listen. Oh, I listened to a bit.
I've Fire Emblem sure loves being in a commission.
Have you got nothing
And
more
then
to add?
we have. No, I do not. Daughters of Darkness, Dark Sam. Okay, something's wrong here. Right?
Daughters?
I do not think Dark Sam.
Dark Samus ain't
Yeah,
a daughter.
yeah,
Dark
that's-
Samus is like a... I think Dark Samus is not really a gendered character at all. They're just a virus.
You know they're gonna make her a gender anyway, because you know, like people love
You just called it a...
the headcanon that. People just love the headcanon that Dark Samus is just like actual Samus and she's like really hot underneath the thing. No, that's just a monster.
I think it's funny because there is nothing under that armor. There's just nothing. That armor is Dark Samus. It's not like underneath there's some sexy goth lady. It's underneath there is ooze. Blue goop. That glows. I didn't listen to this one. Yeah. I'll get to it. We have Virtual Viral Busters, which is Mega Man EXE versus Kamen Rider X-Aid.
I'm just not gonna comment. I will not comment.
Let's go, Kamen Rider. Why always X-Aid though? Like, why you guys so fucking one-track mind on your Kamen Riders? It's the X-Aid, 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 X-Aid.
I see them so often.
Someone...
There's something special with them.
X-Aid is like a popular enough series. It's a gamer guy. He's got the best superhero Tyson film, which is saying literally nothing, but it is pretty decent. He's got my least favorite design of the Heisei era, except maybe for Ryuki. He looks like he's a cool character, but like I have not seen the show yet. Someone do fucking like Kamen Rider Inigo versus Charavan or something. Do something creative. Do something that's not X-Aid again. Like I know X-Aid's cool, but come on, there are literally like more than 30 main riders in the franchise you could be using. Not even gonna do one for each character. Just X-Aid, X-Aid, X-Aid. Okay.
Okay.
And then there's
mean,
Unraveling Melody.
I really like this one.
It's
I
Ken
love
Kaneki
the
versus some
vibe
piece
tone.
of shit. I'm sure the track's
I
fine.
forget you. Yeah, no, I really like it. I just like the vibe and tone of it. It's very
Did you spy any of Chorus of Carnage in it?
I think I'm not sure. I don't know. I just like the tone and vibe of the track. Very much my thing.
Cool. Gimbal?
I have not listened to this one.
Right,
yet
we have
because
Taste
neither
Expiration.
series is-
Which is Goku Black versus Grimer.
Fire Emblem.
What a matchup, you know?
I mean-
Let's pick Fire Emblem and let's put it against the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'm sure that would go great for them.
Anyway, I haven't listened to this one. Okay, we have... Unless you have.
Oh wait,
You
have you?
speak!
I have not. Let's just move to the next one.
We have
I've
Frostburn,
not been
which is
keeping up.
Dabby versus Winter Schnee.
Dobby, yep.
It's
this is
it's
the
a
guy.
good track. It has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
I
Ruby,
like
It's a good.
but it's good. Yeah.
I like the crying. I like how the rides are crying. I don't know, it gives off very funny meme energy to me. I don't know why.
It looks like Darby's going
Um,
ratio, and Winter's going, he hit me with the ratio.
The track itself just makes it out like Winter's gonna fucking die. Has this menacing aura all throughout, and Yates says that he was trying to match the energy of Dobby's theme. And it's definitely menacing. One of the most menacing tracks, I think.
I could tell, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's right.
next we move on.
We move on to Therewolf,
Therewolf.
who has done
Therewolf.
Your Turn to Lie, which is Sao
Ooh.
versus
I'm
Kikichi. Let's.
And I'm just not gonna talk for this next bit because I
Go!
know nothing.
It's
you
a very
you
fun
guys
track.
have
I
fun
think it
talking
definitely
about
fits
that.
both of them
Yeah.
very well. It's got the techno vibe you really want for Danganronpa and Your Turn to Cease.
Your turn. I really vibe with this a lot, but I just I mean basically what you said, and also just because of who these characters are, if you know anything about them, or I just really like it.
It's a funny
I
matchup
also
'cause
I was
You're never gonna know whether they're having the time of their life or not during this match.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're very very fun characters. I'll just put it lightly. They're very fun. I very much enjoy their antics with no reservations towards
They very
them
much are the
at
kind of
all.
people to make someone draw a fake manga panel of Emperor Palpatine and then spread it as gospel. And then the other one would counter by
Yeah.
spreading fake translations of Devil May Cry. They would be really good in the verse community.
They would be like they would be the people I would want to be friends with in that type of scenario.
And it's a good track. I like this track. It goes and I go
yeah, no.
something like that. They also did I Am, which is Emiya versus Hakumen. I like this one.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
Yeah, Unlimited Galaxy Chucking Works or something like that. It is I like this track a lot. When the Emiya theme kicked in, I went, whoa, there it is, yay! And I was very happy. I was very happy-sided. It made me smile. Emiya's theme is great. It's a very good track, and it's a very good matchup, and I like it a lot.
It is very nice.
Alright, then there was Fire Dragon Force.
Fire and Dragon and Force.
And I am not talking. I'm just going to acknowledge that it is Natsu Dragoneel versus Shamrock from Fire Force, and that is the end of my statement.
Did you know that they use the brush sound effect every time they shoot fire?
Yeah.
I still can never get over that. So like, was just like some Japanese editor lazy one day was like, oh, what can I use for fire effects? Fire sound effects on YouTube. Oh, this is good. I'm not even gonna look at it. I heard it like for like one frame. There you go. Added in. Whoever did that is amazing, by the way. Anyways, on to the next one. Nam.
I think he died. We're gonna have to continue this without him. Okay.
Did he-
High price. Leon Kennedy versus John Wick.
I haven't listened
What if
to
he's
this one.
talking like right now? Oh.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you just cut out completely. I was like saying, what if he was talking and we just couldn't hear him at all?
No, I think he was just holding it. I think he just wasn't talking. So we cut him off. What did you say?
I said I haven't listened to this one yet.
Oh, okay.
I have. I like the atmosphere in this one a lot. It also, basically, it just has the same climax as Resident Rising at the end, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
As a matchup, that is a matchup.
It's a stupid
But
matchup, but I
it's
kind
fun.
of find it funny. Look, it's two very overhyped characters.
Just,
I
just
mean,
like
I agree on one of them.
But now we
John,
can.
just John Wick's just.
I mean, in terms
John
of
Wick's
like,
like, I got a pencil. I'm gonna.
like they're hyped up as like this is the best guy. This is the you can't beat him. And it's like yeah, you fucking can. It's not even that hard.
Yeah, it's so funny because, like, John Wick pulls out a pencil. He's like, "I've got to fucking kill you," and then Leon just pulls out rocket launcher special.
Of
No,
the
no, and then
figures-
John Wick just stabs
Of
through
the
the
figures
pencil.
in my room that are currently surrounding me, the only one I'm not sure on if could be or John Wick is Ezio. Unless you give him Da Vinci's like tank, in which case, like yeah, he would.
Yeah.
All right, so that is all the tracks for now.
Now we
For
move
now.
on to something else.
So-
To paragraph pasta.
Oh, pasta is appropriate because we're dealing with creepypasta again. This time it is Sonic.exe versus Red from
This time,
Godzilla NES.
Yeah. Trashy made this. This was his debate. This was his debut vlog, and I felt inclined to give him a little shout out here.
And it's a matchup that
If you do
very
not know
much
who
fallen
Trashy
off on,
is.
because I just the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what? Actually, I just don't like Sonic EXE at all.
I don't care about this at all.
Yeah,
I
that-
think using creep.
That's
I
the
think using. I
that's
think
the
using.
natural reaction to the Sonic EXE.
I don't care about creepypastas at all. I think they're very weird in general to fall over. But all this fan art here is just kind of insane. I'm surprised with how popular this is in the community. But like, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever, pop off. But for the blog itself, it's really well made. It was and it was apparently really a shock of people because spoilers. A lot of people used to agree with the stalemate, but they came to the conclusion EXE won pretty handily.
I did
which,
too,
I
but
mean,
like
hey.
they found like the existence of Rage thing. It's like yeah, that'd probably do it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is Sonic EXE no longer a fraud?
Apparently
No, he's
not.
still a fraud. It's just that like he has a thing that actually lets him win.
Oh.
That's the thing is because neither of them had a win con for a really long time. There were a lot of people who were lying and saying that Red stomps because I don't know, and there were people also lying saying EXE stomps because I don't know. But now someone's like actually gone and found that one of them does have a win con. So yeah.
Yeah. Good debut, Trashy. I hope this reached out to you, and I think you did a great job on this, even if I don't care that much on the matchup.
Please come
I
for
am
something
interested
better
to learn
next
about
time.
Red,
It would be
though.
Red is just kind of funny, though.
He looks funny.
I don't know. It's just like creepypasta for the Godzilla NES game. What?
I mean, like it's random enough that
Look,
it has me hooked.
people-
It's not
people
like one of
fucking
the most
take-
popular games of all
People
time.
fucking take the Godzilla Man in the Suit, like, analog horror series seriously. I don't know what people are, like, thinking with Godzilla. Like, who let these people, like, cook and then let people go, oh no, he was cooking, instead of going, this is stupid. Like, tell me if you think the idea of some guy working on a Godzilla film stays in the suit and starts walking around the streets biting people, does that sound scary to you? Does that make you go, oh, or does that make you go, that sounds really silly?
I think it depends on context, because like, what if he was on bath salts?
Well, it's still not scary. It's a guy that's high on drugs in a Godzilla suit walking around highways trying to bite cars. It's just funny.
All right, but like, if he was on bath salts, he would succeed.
Yeah, I mean, he would indeed face headbutt the car. It's not going to go well.
Indeed.
He's going to perform the E-Honda flying headbutt on a car. While in a Godzilla suit.
Yeah.
Which, like, to me, what I imagine is less Godzilla and more like one of those fucking Amazon $20 inflated T-Rex costumes. So running around in that, jumping in a fucking car. Oh! Pfft. What a story, Mark. That analog horror series is so dumb. It's funny. I'll give it that. It's comedy gold. Hyper!
Huh?
We're doing another blog.
Next one.
Yeah,
All right. Organization Battle Royale update from G1. It's still not done because, well, I mean, it is like God knows how many characters to analyze. It's specifically it's the Akatsuki versus the Espada versus the Warlords. Update phase 1 of it has been completed, aka just like the section like just going over all their, basically like this section of just going over all the characters' stats, abilities, experience and skill, and who they scale to and such. All that's done right now. Right now we're in the scripting phase of it, of just scripting out all the other, like the entire fight, because Big Speedy is a madman and making this super, super long, which I mean, yeah, it makes sense for something like this big. It's a really ambitious one that I'm going to be really excited for people to see when it finally comes out, because it has been quite the journey I've been seeing. I mainly contributed just towards Doflamingo because I really like him as a villain. Because he is, he is a quite the person. But yeah,
like that, he's quite the person.
He's quite the person. I mean, do you see his drip? Like, you could just tell a lot from this guy from just looking at him.
What is that supposed to mean, huh?
I mean, what do you see when you look at a guy with like a freaking pink feather coat and like red weird glasses like that, and his boots, his shoes?
I wonder how
boots.
tall he is, because he is a One Piece, and then I wonder how many birds died for that outfit.
Probably their entire family. Yeah, but that's the. What? I don't need to. What? You expect me to explain that? No, that's just Doffy. That's just what he is. That is his being. He will. When you get near him, he will make every second of it the worst day of your life.
All right, now we move on to official stuff. I still remember when Hyper thought that this would be a pointless segment. You are an idiot.
This stuff is all. This is the. We
start with like one of the most insane ones ever, I think, because like, okay, you fuckers know I do crossover kings, and I've looked into shonen stuff.
Yeah.
Everything shonen, for the most part, is either like Fortnite, so pretty much meaningless because there's like very little story going on involving the characters, and like jump games. This is Naruto and Ninja Turtles. Like, who saw that coming? Not me. I'm excited. I think this could be cool.
It's the fact that it's specifically pre-Shippuden Naruto.
Yeah,
you can tell he's a Naruto fan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's like really good. That's really good.
I could totally see, like, if it does well, they could do like a sequel that is Shippuden Naruto and like some of the crazier Ninja Turtle stuff, like incorporating some stuff from Rise, some stuff from 2003. That's all for the future, though.
Yeah.
That stuff they could do in the future. And I'm currently banking on I'm kind of banking on the idea of Madara summoning a Shredder Susanoo, but
that would be
that would go wild.
Like, all right, so
cause
imagine Ten Tails Jinchuriki Shredder. Imagine that.
Oh my god. That would be.
I got so giddy when I saw this one, but last time we talked about a mystery Sonic crossover, and so IDW is working with the company. With IDW is working with the publishers that's giving them the rights to Naruto, called Suisha, I think that's called.
Yeah.
And they have the ability to do Dragon Ball Sonic.
Yep. I knew where
as
that was
a
going.
crossover officially.
Don't get yourself too hyped. It could be something else, man.
It could be. But this is the main theory going around right now. And
that would be
my god.
But like,
don't get too hyped. You're gonna be so disappointed when One Piece shows up. Nah, I mean, like that's acting like One Piece Sonic wouldn't still be a fun crossover, but
no, I'm sorry, like, it's like I need to just like ask this. It's like I know sometimes they do like East and West crossovers. I think like, is this the first time or is this like the first major time?
The first major time, I think.
What are you talking about?
It's like the first time with like something on like this get like an Eastern like an East brand crossing over with a Western brand. Like something
Do
obviously
you
not
have
like in
any
the
idea
same vein as Fortnite.
how old Marvel
Like,
vs.
not like-
Godzilla is?
What?
East versus West.
You know,
Godzilla and Marvel. They
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Godzilla
thing
King
that
Kong,
Godzilla referenced in the
1962.
Ah, okay. I guess it's just like for me, it's like I don't know. It's like I guess it's just like this one in particular just kind of hits.
You're thinking specifically of like an anime crossing over with a Western comic. In which case, there's not too many of those. But this is one. This is a manga. This is Naruto crossing over with a Western comic that's not Marvel or DC.
Yeah. And that's
Alright,
like
alright.
yeah,
That-
TMNT
that
has
is
kind of
hype.
been
That is
just
hype
on
as hell.
this. It is, and like TMNT has just been kind of on this like game right now, just like crossing over with a bunch of stuff. Like I know Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with like the Power Rangers and all that. It's like
Yeah, you got your work cut out for you, Nemesis, for that episode.
You're saying that as if I won't be having the time of my fucking life. I love Ninja Turtles.
But you're gonna be like keeping track of 4 turtles at once. It's gonna be an extra beefy video.
Yeah, it is going to be. I think the way I do it is I count the wins of each individual turtle. I would have a separate segment for like team battles. Because the thing with the Ninja Turtles is there's always a difficulty when you cross over them with like a single character. Where like with Batman, they have to portray Batman as good enough to take on all 4 of the turtles. So like Shredder level. So you could argue that it counts as like a really bad loss when they lose. I would say that with how Ninja Turtles is written, it should just be like, here's the time they lost as a team, here's the time they've won as a team. Now I'm fully expecting the Naruto thing is going to be Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi, and then the Ninja Turtles and Splinter. That seems like the obvious sort of thing they do if they're gonna have the 2 teams fight.
that would be so.
I think
God,
Splinter.
that would be.
I think Splinter and Kakashi would just be cool to see. Like just them not even in the fight. They're just they're watching. And they're like, you have trained your students well. Thank you, and you have done the same. Like that sort of deal, you know? Just
That
chain
would be
these guys
so
together.
awesome.
Just fucking
Did you
imagine.
just shove a book of pornography?
There's like there's
Did
like
you
a
just shove
ridiculous.
pornography up that kid's ass?
There's just a ridiculous
did
fight
you-
going on, and then they just cut over to the 2 of them just like drinking tea on like a little mat.
I would love that so
And then, like, you know,
I've already
Kakashi's
seen,
there,
like, some of the
Kakashi's got a
art for
book,
it.
Splinter's there, Splinter's drinking his tea, Splinter looks at Kakashi, what the fuck are you reading?
I like
May I see it? No.
You're thinking of comic book Splinter.
I mean, this is comic book Splinter. This is IDW.
I mean, like, Archie. Not Archie, Mirage.
Okay.
OG Splinter was an asshole. He did not care for his kids. He raised them solely for his own personal revenge quest.
no, he is like oh, wait, which one?
The original.
The original Mirage.
The comic
Splinter. Comic, yeah.
The comic? Okay. Okay. No, yeah, that's what I just wanted to make sure because like, oh my god, I was surprised to see him act like that.
Like, that is classic. It was the 87 series that changed that. And then, like, every series subsequently would focus more on his role as a father figure. As, like, their dad.
Yeah, no, I greatly prefer that. Because, like, when I just saw that, I was like, this is how he originally was? It's like, really?
I mean, the Shredder was originally dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the original thing with Ninja Turtles was it was a parody of comics like Daredevil. And... Like I think I said before, unlike a parody like The Boys, quotation marks for parody and comic book and story and anything of value, unlike The Boys comic, Ninja Turtles was a loving parody that was very affectionate towards what it was making fun of. And so that's why things are so unnecessarily dark, is because it is in good fun. It is like, what if we took how dark comics were and we applied it to the other side of what comics is, which is stuff that is completely ridiculous and makes no sense. So what if we take turtles, we turn them into giant, mutated, muscular beefcake ninjas, and then we just make the darkest comic ever with that bullshit? And that was the joke. That was the funny. And it's a funny story.
And now they're beefing with Naruto.
Yeah, which is not that at all. But Naruto does very much, like, pre-shipment in Naruto very much matches the vibe that Ninja Turtles has these days.
Yeah. Dude, so...
Oh my god,
next
imagine
up-
if they do a part 2, and they bring in, like, the Demon Shredder from 2003 and Rise, and they say that he's a tailed beast, and they have fucking Madara or Obito become the Jinchuriki of that. Just imagine that now.
Alright. Itachi versus Karai.
Ooh. That would be neat.
Hmm?
I feel
Itachi
like
versus Karai.
Oh, I like that.
Rock Lee
I'm trying to
versus
think.
Casey
Oh.
Jones.
No, don't do that. Don't
Imagine
do
Rock Lee, like,
that.
doing all his gate shit, and then Casey just fucking hits him with a baseball bat and just knocks him down. He's like, what the fuck was that?
Casey. I like Casey, but if he beat him, I would feel so
No,
bad,
imagine
man.
Rock Lee drops the weights and starts going ham. Casey picks up the weight and uses that as a weapon.
He just picks it up and just smacks it on him.
Smacks Rock Lee with his own weights. I mean, that would be cool, though. Rock Lee should
Ew.
win, but it would be cool to see just the most blunt fighters in the teams
Alright.
beefing.
Alright. April O'Neil versus Gaara for no particular reason.
She just, like, uses the camera, like, and he's like, what the fuck? Bro!
That's it. I'm gonna rip out my eye because I can do that and use it as its own surveillance. People forget it. Gaara can just do that.
I want to see Leatherhead. I know that he's not going to be in there, but I want to see Leatherhead. I love Leatherhead. Just fucking out of nowhere,
I
big
hope
crocodile
Leatherhead's there.
walk around. It's like, hello everyone. And they're like, what the fuck is that? Like we was okay with you turtles, but like, what the hell is that thing?
Do you think they would have like the mutagens like with like mutate like the Jinchurikis?
Yo, they could do that. Like Gaara and Naruto, like mutating into half, tailed beast. Like, I mean, they kind of already do that, but like, really playing into it, that could be cool.
No,
they could have Baxter Stockman and Kabuto.
Bro, no, imagine.
Oh my god!
Imagine, no, imagine like the Sanin and like Special Elite Ninja are just looking into this ninja ooze, and they're just like, this is dangerous. It's mutating the populace. We gotta keep this under wraps. And then Orochimaru's just like, hey guys.
What if the turtles join into the tuning exams?
Raph would die. Not even lose. I think he would die.
I wonder who's fighting Neji.
He gets-
You know they're gonna have to do like a cool Neji fight. It would probably be Leo. I think Leo.
Donatello.
I think
No,
Leo
I
matches
think
him best.
Donatello.
It should be Leo.
Leo matches him. Yeah, it should be Leo. It's gonna be Donatello.
No, Donatello should fight.
Ten.
Yeah. And it should go exactly like the manga, where it just immediately cuts to him standing there with her bent over on his stick. It's like, huh? I didn't know that's what would happen.
I didn't even do anything. We were off panel for 5 seconds.
I stood here. She just jumped up and went to go throw her scrolls and just got them mixed up. And by the time she landed, she just snapped her spine.
Do we have paramedics on the scene?
You guys have paramedics, right? Right, guys?
Michelangelo is the only one to pass.
That's a fucking like Turtles 2003 joke.
No, they did. No, they had a full episode of that. Fast forward, they all did their own training exam. They all passed except for Mikey, and the episode was about him passing.
Red, which fucking show is Fast Forward a part of?
Yeah, I know, but I like talking about the sub-series. I owned it on DVD. I want to feel validated.
Imagine the Technodrome showing up to fight a tailed beast. Like, how out of place
Imagine
would the
Cody
Technodrome
show-
be?
Oh right,
No.
yeah, 'cause it's all scientific. I think the scenario would be like Krang makes a dimension portal to the Naruto universe, basically. And that's how it's probably gonna go.
You know, it's probably going to end with
Hmm.
Naruto scoffing down a pizza and the turtle scoffing down ramen.
Yeah.
Naruto's just like, this tastes like shit.
And the turtle's like, what? How do I even use chopsticks? We have 3 fingers.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't be able to use them.
They just like scoop it up with their hands.
Um,
Like they're 2 big nubs of the chopsticks. Just
All right. So this would be absolutely blasphemous for like the cultural aspect of the Hidden Leaf, but imagine the Hokage monument is the turtle at the end.
Oh.
It's like they finally etch it out of rock and you're looking up. So who's who? Fuck.
There's gonna be fucking little shit Naruto.
That is
they're
so
gonna be
perfect.
graffitiing all over the place. Just the 5 of them.
Oh my
God, I'm
god.
hoping it's
There's
as
just
fun
so
as I'm
many things.
imagining it. I'm hoping it's as fun as I'm imagining
Yeah, I
it.
know. I know. I've seen some of the concept art for it, and it looks really rad. I'm hoping that this pulls through. It's like,
I'm trying
God,
to,
I would
like,
want to see more of this stuff.
Fuse my fingers, like, be like a Ninja Turtle right now and see if I can just do normal things. No. This is such a pain in the ass.
No, they cannot hold chopsticks. There's no way.
Dude,
Can I even
I
hold
hope
a
I can
spoon?
hope I can.
Oh god, can I hold spoon?
Hold a
geez.
straw.
I'm listening to the attempt. I can hear it.
I've got like an empty cup from when I had my soup earlier today, just a cup of soup, and like I've got a spoon in there, and I'm just, it's pain.
He's trying.
There's nothing in here to scoop up, but like, no, not happening.
I really hope we can catch about Sonic Dragon Ball next time. Don't let me down, IDW. Do not fail the
Don't let me
Do
down,
not fail the
IDW.
expectations I have
That's
set up
a
in my head.
Classic quote.
I'm a Sonic fan. I am meant to be disappointed.
Yep. All right.
And they say it's canon.
Okay, but like, imagine if
That's
it's just
good.
Mario.
Nintendo just being like, you know what? Fine.
Well,
That would also be
God.
pretty hype.
It's me, Mario,
God.
and Luigi, motherfucker. I mean, the biplane
Godzilla
bar
is
still
still the-
works with Sonic and Tails.
Oh wait. We did put this down in the doc, but Godzilla has new opponents.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure even if you've heard. I'm not.
I have.
Oh yeah, you
I
definitely heard of it.
I think they're
A
all
hyper.
they're all fucking public domain. How much does it count?
No. I'm talking about hyper. Who do you think would be good opponents for Godzilla?
I don't know.
Does he know?
All right,
No.
all right, fine.
Literally fucking
Okay.
does he know?
All right. He does not. All right, so we got to reveal them one at a time. We're gonna take shifts, okay? From least wacky to most wacky.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so I'll
you
go
know, just you
first.
do it. I don't know what order you're going in.
All right, so Jay Gatsby,
Uh-huh.
Sherlock
That's very
Holmes,
Mm-hmm.
the Titanic.
Go on.
And that's all I remember off the top of my head.
This is like
Uh,
official crossover
yeah.
stuff for Godzilla. Why?
You never wanted to know who
There's
would
like a
win
mystery
between.
character.
You never.
There's like a mystery character, but like that's just straight up Dracula. It's just Dracula,
Well, that.
and I think there's
Vampire
like
Godzilla.
like H.G. Wells' Time Traveler.
Okay.
Which like
But,
neither
like-
of you two, do either of you even know who H.G. Wells is?
Not off the top of my head.
So
I'm more so
H.G. Wells
enthusiastic. How
wrote
the?
a novella in 1894? 1894, 1895?
No,
About a guy who
Well,
time
I
travels
just need
like a million years into the future, and is like, "How? What the fuck?" So that time traveler, the guy from that story, meaning he time traveled like 800,000 years, came across Godzilla and went, "Nope," and just left.
Well, I want to know
No,
this
no,
burning
no,
question.
no. Shia LaBeouf, no, we're not doing this. We're going. None of them
No,
were
no,
good.
I
I
need
don't
to
think it's
know.
going to count for crossover kings, because, like, for one thing, I'm not going to count this Godzilla fucking swam into the Titanic, and the Titanic was no longer there. It also looks kind of ugly, and also, I just, like, they're all public domain. They're all public domain, and, like, I'm never sure how to include public domain, especially with Dracula.
Well, but like, what if Jay Gatsby wins?
He's not gonna. I mean, knowing how Godzilla
What if?
crossovers go, he's gonna, like, find a way to win in the sense that Godzilla doesn't lose. He just, like, manages to get Godzilla to fuck off. He's like, hey, Godzilla, can you please fuck off? And Godzilla's like, oh, I'm such a big fan of your movie. I guess I could. And leaves.
Right.
The Great Gatsby sucks, by the way. Just as an IP in general, the book is bad, terribly structured. The movie, I do not think is good in any capacity. I think Scott Fitzgerald was a sham. I'm sorry to English
ass has
teachers
not read that
across
book.
America.
Your ass is not.
I
read
have.
that book.
No,
And
You've read The
it's
Great
it's a
Gatsby,
book
but you
assigned
don't
to
know
you.
who H.G.
No,
Wells
yeah, no,
is.
it's a book assigned to. No, it's a book assigned to you. I can also vouch.
It's just not good.
Oh, what?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
You
to
could
read-
tell. You could tell he's not lying because I said it. And I don't go out of my way to read stuff as often.
You are very bad at lying, so. We can move on now to Multiversus.
Yeah. The three
So
characters they had. Well, one of them
One of them
that
we already
was
knew about.
after the 2 weeks. Yeah, one of them was after the 2 weeks, but
Agent Smith's
yeah,
in,
Agent
like,
Smith.
No surprise, he looks cool. He's Agent Smith. Neo's still
Yeah.
not there, but who cares? It's Agent Smith. Him, he does that laugh. Hugo Weaving's
yeah.
first role
Anyways.
in this game.
Yep. Anyways, who cares about that? Samurai Jack!
Who?
You know? Jack. Gotta get back in the past and all that.
fight Godzilla.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, Samurai Jack, that's pretty cool. They got the original VA back for that, which I also really dig.
Yeah, Phil Lamar's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, he's such a great. Yeah, I'm excited to see him there. I know a friend who would be excited to play it though. They definitely will after Jack's turn out. And lastly, Beetlejuice, which is I like that choice.
So weird. I don't dislike it, but he looks
I do-
so strange.
What do you look
I
like?
do not like it.
He looks like
he-
he's trying to be the
Let me see
original.
this.
So, like, classic Beetlejuice. He just looks weird. He looks like he's covered in warts too. What's going on with him? I don't know what's going on.
Let me see what it looks like.
I
Oh,
don't hate
that's.
But it looks a bit weird.
I mean, it's not like inaccurate, but it's just like,
very soon we should be due for the Powerpuff Girls. I'm pretty sure they're on the way. Not positive though.
Yeah.
But they were leaked anyway. As was a bunch of characters. We'll get to talking about them when they come.
And
Yeah.
then something that you
Yeah.
guys didn't know about at all that I've had to add in is the fucking Honkai Star Rail Fate Stay Night thing that just got announced.
Well,
So this is
So, like-
this is where I come in. This is kind of crazy because Fate doesn't cross over with non-type moon works very often at all. I try to think of any time there was the light novel fighting game that Artoria was in, and she showed up in Thunderbolt Fantasy at one point and just kicked the crap out of the main character. That was
is that what the Musica's price came from?
yeah, I think so.
Is that
Oh. Okay.
The Thunderbolt Fantasy one's crazy because Artoria just busts in out of nowhere, kicks the living shit out of the protagonist, and then casually drops a massive plot twist spoiler. just casually reveals a twist about his weapon that is meant to be a massive deal, as if it's just a casual thing. Like, oh, okay. Because that introduced so many people to Thunderbolt Fantasy, and they're coming in with the knowledge of the plot twist. It's like, maybe you don't do that. Maybe don't do that.
that sounds like That sounds like something Hakumen would do.
Yeah. And then, so now we're getting another rare non-Type Moon crossover with Honkai Star Rail, which I don't play and I don't care about. What I am confused about is it is crossing over with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, 1/3 of a 2-decade-old game that was last relevant in the decade-old anime adaptation. Excuse me? It's so weird because I know Unlimited Blade Works is popular. Like, it's arguably the most popular part of the franchise among like a casual normie audience. But we not only have a game that came out last year to tie into, like the second biggest gacha game on the planet to tie into, an upcoming remake of a very popular game to tie into that just recently got more news to it, and an anime adaptation of the original game's sequel that can be tied into, and instead they're tying into Unlimited Blade Works.
Do you think this is an inspired choice or a money choice?
It's got to be like I don't know. Are they allergic to money? Is that why they're not tying it into Grand Order? Because that would make so much money. I think it's just because that's like Unlimited Blade Works and Fate Zero are the things that people know Fate for the most. That's probably what it is.
I know by name I recognize Fate Stay Night the most, actually.
Unlimited Blade Works is like the popular part of Fate Stay Night.
Okay.
Fate Stay Night has 3 routes: the Fate route, the Unlimited Blade Works route, and the Heaven's Feel route. Most people don't know or care about the Fate route because its only adaptation is really bad and genuinely not worth watching unless you've played the game, because it spoils elements from the other 2 routes that you're not supposed to know when you play through the Fate route. And then Unlimited Blade Works has a fantastic adaptation, brilliant adaptation. And then Heaven's Feel also has an adaptation, but that one's not as popular because Emiya is just a much cooler character than Artoria Alta. Emiya is the standout of that game in general, which is saying a lot because there are a lot of great characters in the original game. But Emiya is the standout of the entire cast to me, and to a lot of people as well. There are a lot of there are a lot of fans of Shiro, who is technically also Emiya. There are a lot of fans of Reen. There are a lot of fans of Artoria, Gilgamesh. But in the game itself, to me, I think they handled Emiya the best of all the characters. So that's probably why they're doing Unlimited Blade Works. But it's just, I just think it's weird. I'm ready for a random Honkai Star Rail character to become a servant in Fate. For them to just put one in and go, here you go, here's a 5-star servant. Here's like a fucking universal Honkai Star Rail now. Not that I think this franchise needs it. I think it's already got universe busting shit going on. But then the fact that this is not a Grand Order collab makes me think, are they even going to do anything with Fate's main moneymaker right now? Or is it really just going to be entirely one-sided on Star Rail?
I understood those words.
Me too.
I need to get into Fate just so that Nemesis can have another half to this conversation.
I have plenty of people to talk with.
It is.
There doesn't need to be more people in the best community. So that's officially done through, I think.
Yeah.
And that just leaves the matchup, which no matter what we would have picked, it's kind of underwhelming because my God, there was a lot to talk about today.
All right, so the first one is purple hair.
Purple.
If you like green, you're going to love purple.
This is everything has gone purple or green now. Like, it's all green now, guys. It's crazy. Like, I was looking at the screen and like it just turned green, and I was also thinking like, is this a Death Battle reference, guys? It's crazy.
Guys.
Anyway, I don't know anything about these. My assumption is that Shante wins because her sprites are higher fidelity.
And the other character is Lilac from Freedom Planet. Thanks for pointing that out. All right, so I know one, Hyper knows the other.
And I know neither, so
So
this is fair.
you get
I'll
fate.
be the
That's your
mediator.
thing.
Hyper,
Okay.
hand your dissertation. Give me your arguments now.
Lilac wins because I say so.
Very
Okay, so
compelling
Shante-
argument. Very good, very good. I hear no objections from the other side. Gimbal, arguments!
Okay, so Shante has unlimited magic.
Oh my god, you're taking
Ba-
so
it's
Too
basically
long.
Too long.
basically it's finite, but it can regenerate itself infinitely thanks to add-ons that you get throughout the game, Metroidvania formula and all. And one of these magic spells of hers includes an invincibility bubble that goes up until your magic runs out. But since your magic doesn't run out, she's just kind of invincible and still has all of her offensive techniques. Each those long as they're physical or items like her pike balls, fireballs, and stuff like that in Pirate's Curse. So essentially, you would need to complete AP stomp to beat Shantae, and you would still have to do it 9 times because she has 9 auto revive potions that bring her back from death automatically.
Okay, cool. Lilac fought a giant robot that destroyed the moon.
Oh well, that would do it
That
then.
did what?
There you go.
Cut out.
Yeah.
No, you cut out. What'd you say?
Oh, it said Lilac fought a giant robot that was good that destroyed the moon. There you go.
Oh, so what does Shantae do?
Nothing.
Die.
You see, I just love dropping that because I'm like 99% sure not many people know about Lilac, and I was like, oh, Shantae wins because I know her better.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I was
It's-
just trying to. I was just seeing how long it would take.
Yeah. But it's like, because like not many people, I just see so many people say because they just don't know enough about Lilac, because literally in the second game, the final boss is just like a giant. It's just like it's just like this one villain who controls a robot that destroys and was gonna destroy the planet too. So like, rip.
Common right.
I mean, there is a giant robot in the Game Boy Advance game that's coming out. Yes, Game Boy Advance limited run is weird, but there's a new Shantae game
Oh,
coming
good.
out that was
A game
canceled
for a
in this.
console I've got.
Yeah. So this is a game that was canceled way back, and it's earlier in the Shantae timeline. That's meant to explain how Shantae met her friends like Roddy Tops, Sky, and
Wow,
people
all
like
the
that.
stuff that no one cares about.
I care.
Anyway.
That was more disappointed than your head.
Yeah. I really like. I mean, like, debate aside, 'cause like I don't really think. I mean, you could argue semantics. It's like oh, she didn't completely destroy. You could argue semantics with like how she destroys it, but like she still beats the giant robot. Like, I don't know. I don't.
Well, I think Shantae from a versus standpoint is really interesting because
Everyone
in the
always
same
fucking
stats scenario,
argues.
in the same stats scenario, oh, she is undefeatable because you would need a full-on AP stomp to get past her defenses, and even if you did, she can do it 9 more times, and that's not even counting the full potions she has on hand already.
I'm pretty
All of her
sure
transformation,
if
versatility, and all
Shante
that.
was put in a fight against Thanos with equalized stats, that she would lose.
I disagree.
That's exactly
No.
what Thanos says. She's like, I have all this stuff, and he's like, I disagree, and then she doesn't anymore.
I disagree.
Yeah, you're just quoting Thanos at me.
Listen, if I do this enough, eventually it will change.
Ha! You can't beat me, Thanos. I have infinite magic. No, you don't. Well, I got 9 lives. Nah. Well, I have no. I disagree. Well, I'll win. Nah, hold on. Let me just change that. There we go. Ah, well, fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna go make a blog about why Shovel Knight scales to Kratos. Goodbye.
All right. Listen, it was funny until you.
I'm trying to think of the way
That-
to most
that day.
brutally emotionally destroy Shantae, and that's what came to mind.
I know that's me. I don't think Shante would care all that much.
I think she would, because then she'll lose.
Well, listen. Shante losing, whatever. Shante versus Shovel Knight is
Such a
my
good
worst time in
matchup.
this community.
They have so much in
It
common.
is my
and it's
worst time in this
definitely
community.
not a toxic matchup that people get unnecessarily heated over.
It made me want to leave the community. I don't like.
What is
I
it
mean,
about
I don't.
Shovel Knight that makes people so fucking aggressive over it?
I know, cause like I
Kratos.
remember, not that, but like I remember like in the forums, like apparently Scrooge's Shovel Knight killed the forums. It's like I don't get it. What's up with Shovel Knight? I don't know. It's so it's so weird to me. But like specifically for this one, I really like it because like I've seen enough of Shantae to get an idea of what her whole deal is, and I think it would vibe really well with Lilac because I've actually gone through the games because of one friend, the one Freedom Planet friend I know who's I and Gumball also knows. Actually, you know too. I want
Yeah.
to talk about this.
Yeah. You're
Um,
talking about this one friend
when we went to talk
their
about
identity.
Yeah,
Freedom,
about I just remembered.
this
Yeah,
at
about
one
the
point,
track,
I
about like that
literally
one.
went,
Yeah,
like, hey, we
yeah.
should
To
talk
Willow,
tonight.
I'm so stupid. I don't know why I said that. I don't
Yeah,
know, but like yeah,
we must
I
protect his identity.
I really like the matchup. Like I mean, it's not much of a debate, but like I mean, considering who you asked, that might be an upside to you.
Yeah, it's a fun matchup.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like Tara Branford for Shantae of all things, which sounds weird on the surface, but I've been vibing live.
Yeah. I just think this like sort of I think an emphasis on like sort of like the speedy nature of Lilac versus like the transformations of Shantae would just be really fun because of just like the creative ways Shantae could that Lilac could get past Shantae while also Shantae trying to just like adapt to like Lilac's speedy nature as well. And maybe even include like that I don't know if you could, but I would really hope I don't remember the context, but I hope they can include like that giant dragon Shantae like pilots and commands not Shante, Lilac.
That would be fun. That would be an excuse. Maybe what are her friends' names? I was wondering if Sky and Roddy could get involved too. Something like a Dante Bayonetta-esque dynamic.
Shantae's like she has allies that like accompany her in her journey.
Occasionally, they a lot of the time they play by the sides, but they have their own full move sets. They could participate.
Oh, with Lilac's group is that would be okay now that makes me like it
Sorry,
even
we don't
more
have the budget
if
for
you
that.
include the teammates. I don't know. I am realistically for most versus shows, I imagine they would just focus on the leaders, but like that as like an idea would be really cool.
Ironically, the only way you're going to get all three on each side is on a versus show that doesn't have a budget to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just focus more on the story and emphasis around that, and people who love wasting time, like myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's Shantae like I wonder how many people at Shock were like, oh yeah, I played Freedom Planet. I know how strong Lilac is.
You don't.
uh
Well, you do now.
All right, so
Has it like been calced or is it just like a statement? No feet.
I mean it's just like it's something that just happens on screen and there's like a statement that it was gonna destroy the planet.
So has it been calced?
It's been a while. No, not really. But I could just
Alright,
look at it again really quick.
I'm
can't
using
believe-
my awesome mind powers now. This is the end of the video now because of my mind powers, and it's going to awkwardly cut out mid-sentence.
Now we gotta talk about Heihachi versus Bison.
Oh yeah, we do. Okay, never mind. I'm undoing my magic.
This is literally just a joke, because like, why are they both back? Why is Heihachi back? Why does he need to come back? Is there a reason? Beyond money?
I love how he lied on screen that he was permanently dead.
Harada's just like, well, our story commits to its deaths. We care.
Literally, he literally just like does the Darth Vader thing. The whole I lied, but it's like instead of a snowy tundra, it's the volcano.
Well, maybe not Vader then. I'm pretty sure he'd be scared of a volcano.
No, he does not anymore. He got past that fear. His fucking main base is on Mustafar.
Raw. So anyway, this is gonna be. It's funny. This one's funny.
Yeah.
So like, M. Bison throws him off the volcano.
I actually
Heihachi
don't
hits
know
him
who,
into.
like, unironically should win, because, like, the stats for these two are kind of all over the place still. And people tend to be very
I don't.
unnecessarily
I don't think.
passionate.
I don't think Heihachi has any soul resistances.
Yeah, that's the thing that screams to me is, like, stat-wise, I don't know where they are, but can Heihachi do anything if M. Bison just starts fucking around with him?
Unironically, this sounds like a fun matchup to do.
It genuinely, like, it's not bad. I don't think it's that bad.
I think it would be fun. I think it would be pretty fun.
I also like the power dynamic here because it's just like I need other people's bodies for the ultimate power, and Heihachi is like, I don't need shit, dude.
Bison's like, well, yeah, you've got the perfect body. Can I have it? And I just like, no, fuck off.
I guess it would depend on like
Yo,
who would
but
be
hold
faster.
on. Imagine
I
if
guess.
Bison is like trying to possess Heihachi to take his body, and Heihachi just fucking kills himself instead of letting him do that.
Like, and Bison wins, but he also loses.
He just loses. He doesn't get to have the body he wants. Heihachi just fucking kills himself. And Bison's like, no, you douchebag.
Ah, what a miserable Tuesday.
I knew I should have fought him on a Tuesday. Time zones, man. I was over there. It's Wednesday here. Fuck, man. This is bullshit. This is 1,000% bullshit. God fucking
All
damn
right.
it. That's my
Or
bad.
Shadowloo is dissolving again.
You know whose fault this is? This isn't my fault. I'm not taking responsibility. This is Fang's fault. He told me the time zone was not like this. He lied.
I'm totally sending Balrog to kill his ass.
This is not okay. That's how it happens.
Anyways, I think Heihachi. I mean, depend on how fast Bison is, but I think Heihachi would win because of like how strong Tekken 8 characters. Tekken 8 made its characters. Although I don't know if he would scale now, but probably in that DLC.
I heard from all people from all people who has no interest in versus stat stuff outside of not death battle, that there was like a crazy buff to Tekken, and I've never looked into it.
Oh, yeah. So they're planetary.
Oh, sick. So he's just stronger, and Bison has all the hacks. Okay, you know what? That is interesting. That actually is kind of interesting.
Like, all right, so like you kill Bison, now what?
Well, he's dead.
All right, but what about his soul?
Well, he punches it.
I can't find a counter argument.
See, let me ask. I'm just gonna check this. Has Tekken ever done like some guy just punches a guy's soul? Because like that sounds like the least surprising thing you could tell me about Tekken at this point.
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
Yeah, like I'd be more surprised if they didn't.
And Hyper is in this podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
Heihachi managed to resist Ogre absorbing his soul.
Oh.
Well, that's soul absorption, not
That's
possession.
soul absorption. Yeah, that's not possession.
Like there is a distinction. This does matter.
He did survive the raging demon just from sheer aura, I guess.
I mean, like, but is Akuma canon? That's something that people are going to.
That's
okay.
like one of the big problems people have with Tekken 7, is that the canonical story is about Akuma more than anything. Just spawns in. It's like I'm canon.
I mean, like, I don't have a problem with that. It's Akuma.
Yeah,
you got a problem with Akuma?
Is the problem. I like Akuma. He should be canon to Street Fighter.
I think he should be canon to
It doesn't look
everything.
like
That's
there's
the
any
funny
like
thing.
resistance to possession or any ability to just punch souls.
Um, I guess if he can survive like the raging demon, then Heihachi's soul might overpower Bison's if he goes for the
Actually, yeah,
possession.
because Bison can't survive the Raging Beast. Bison had to fucking dip to survive. Heihachi just took it. He was like, "Ah, it's pussy shit," and Akuma was like, "Respect."
Yeah, so like, so
How do we? I mean,
so so like he goes for the possession, but Heihachi really just punches him. Actually,
Akuma and that's so. I don't know how do we.
I
How do we get
hate that.
around that?
I guess the problem with this matchup is that part of it is just who does better against Akuma, canonically.
let's talk about Akuma.
Let's
But not
talk
for
about
Bison.
Akuma. For both of
But
them.
not for Bison. For Heihachi. Bison got whooped by Akuma, while Heihachi just tanked it like a boss. So realistically, Heihachi would just one-shot him.
Wait, does that mean that
The winner
Tekken Akuma
is Shao Kahn.
is Tekken Akuma stronger than Street Fighter Akuma? Hold
No,
on.
Street Fighter Akuma.
Wait a second.
Street Fighter Akuma is like on par with Acer.
No, that
And
is
Jeddah.
that is Azura's Wrath Akuma.
What about Jeddah?
That is comic Akuma.
Well, some people think comic Akuma and Street Fighter Akuma might just kind of be the same dude now.
Why?
Udon
The
is
stories are
weird.
different. Different things happen.
As someone who read them, I kind of. It's like they add further context to the main timeline, and the differences, from my knowledge, are somewhat minimal.
What about those like Street Fighter manga no one reads that have like those star level feats?
Well, that's different. That's not Udon.
No, but like, let's just use that while we're at it. If we're just using random comics that aren't canon, but could be canon if you slot them in the right way. Let's just use those. Star level Akuma. Star level and Bison.
Okay.
Then we can use Soul
Heihachi
Calibur
was
2
in play.
Heihachi, and we can say that he
No, I was
scales
going to
to
say.
like Star level 2.
I was gonna say PlayStation All Stars.
Yeah, but that's only canon to God of War, so that's like that doesn't count.
Okay, this is a little bit off topic because I was just wondering if someone did make a calc for the
Oh, wait, hold on.
that thing. I was wondering.
Nemesis.
What do you want?
Knock this. Final Fantasy Dissidia.
What the hell do you want?
Okay. Can I say my thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just looking up to see if someone tried to like calculate
Excellent
the Lilac.
input, Hyper.
I was looking up for the Lilac thing on Versus Battle Wikis, and then I look popular pages. George from Curious George, right next to Son Goku and Satoru Gojo. I am curious, but also terrified.
Yo,
to
let's
Alright, you know
take a
what?
look.
Alright, yeah,
looking.
Out of
yeah,
Versa?
this is
Okay, no, I get it. Street level.
No, it's just
Accidentally
straight up.
destroyed the skeleton of a Brachiosaurus. I could fucking do that.
Why is this page trending? It's gotta be some in joke. There's gotta be some in joke or something. I was just like, yeah, it's all cause like the popular page, it's always like the Goku, Gojo, or Saitama, but then freaking Curious George out of nowhere shows up, and I'm just like scared.
alright. If you're taking
they
anything
they
away
got
from this
rid of
video,
SCP
check out.
from Versus Wiki, didn't they?
Oh.
It's just gone. They killed it.
Damn. Guess
Do you think it was?
that.
Do you think it was by SCP's request? Because I think partially SCP just does not like the versus scene.
Well, ironically, they got rid of it because they thought the SCP loves the Versus scene and makes stories specifically to make their character stronger.
Well, I know that like some people like not like the higher ups of SCP do that.
If I'm not mistaken, the moderators on SCP explicitly don't allow stories that do that because they're sick of it. Like, they hate it.
So that's
It's like
probably why
the
Versus Wiki took him down.
the moderators actively say, no, we hate when stories exist just to make something stronger. And then Versus Wiki said that's what SCP is all about. So someone has miscommunicated here.
That will be a topic for another podcast. All right, now I activate my mind powers. Now the video is ending and
Alright,
it will
fuck off,
cut
everyone.
out mid-sentence.